So guys, I'm an utter, total, absolute failure. I am a horrible human being and I really shouldn't exist. I should just fall off the face of the earth because I am having to change my plans, right? Wrong! I should give up on eBay and get a boring, lame 9 to 5 like some NPC. Instead of playing the game of life, I should be played by the game of life. Yeah, that's a great idea, right? Wrong! Here's the deal.
You sound like Joe Biden.
Well, thank you, because Joe Biden was our president, and that's a really high honor. Very few people throughout history have become the president of the United States, so that is a very high honor. And again, here's the deal. For me to give up when times get rough, or me to consider myself a failure because things didn't go as planned, is deeply rooted in the fixed mindset. Forget that. I am a human being, God's highest creation. I have the power to shift my mind from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. I have the power to do literally anything I set my mind to. And I am setting my mind to becoming a millionaire and living in Hawaii within the next 10 years. Every single day, I am making choices.
Every son of God choices.
I am choosing to do things that are hard now so I can live a better life in the future. Not only that, but I find great joy in what I do. I love what I do. I love it. With that being said, here's the deal. I'm switching gears a bit. Instead of listing $300 a day worth of items, I'm listing $200 a day worth of items until I am unlimited on eBay. This decision is due to being limited longer than I initially thought. So I'm switching up the game plan as the information, the input switches up. And then therefore that's how I'm able to influence the output. I should be unlimited by August, maybe even sooner. We'll see. We've been doing a horrific job on getting orders out on time. We've been crushing it. We've been making decent amount of sales. We hit our goals 3 out of 4 weeks so far in terms of sales. That is absolutely awesome, and I am incredibly grateful for that. I want to tell you guys, we have tools at our disposal. Tools like AI. Tools that are really great at analyzing data, though they're not the best at nuanced data or nuance in general. News flash to all you conspiracy theory nut jobs out there. AI will never be as good at humans at nuance. It will never fully understand human emotion or nuance. So stop worrying about them taking your jobs because that's not a reality. Yes, they're going to take meaningless jobs that blue collar people have done and lived absolutely boring, miserable, and frankly, hard lives. Yes, they're going to revolutionize that so people aren't working manual labor because manual labor sucks.
The fuck?
We're not made to work manual labor. That is for slaves. And you don't want to be a slave. Most people in this world are slaves because they choose to be slaves. They choose to be NPCs, non-player characters. They're not even creatures at that point. Yes, they're creatures, they're made by God, but they're choosing to be characters in a game in somebody else's reality, and that's lame. That's part of my plan, to take over the world!
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Or just crush it on eBay. Once I'm done crushing it on eBay at $200 a day, and once I become unlimited, I will be raising my daily listings to $300 a day. A month after that, $400, and so on for the rest of the quarter. It's easy to do. I got an entire Connex full of eBay inventory that I haven't listed. Only about a third of it is listed. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty easy to do, frankly. It's just about consistency, repeated actions, and building those neural networks. That's called science. It's called neuroscience. We can build our neural networks to make things that were once hard automatic, therefore easier to do. Habits. Build habits. Good habits will really give you a good life, I guarantee that. I've also started selling on Depop. So I'm going to focus on cross-listing all my clothing items on the Depop as well as the other marketplaces. I no longer sell on Facebook because it's full of scumbag, lowlife, twinkle-butted butt faces, and they're dishonest a lot of times, or they're scammers. I don't want to deal with scammers. I'm not worried about making $5. I'm worried about making $5,000. And frankly, I'm not worried at all. I know God will provide. I know that He has equipped me with the necessary intelligence and the necessary discipline and strength and all the things I need to become a millionaire. So I am not worried. I know that I will be successful no matter what. I believe in that fully. I'm also setting clear boundaries around when I work. My wife or I do not answer messages after 5 p.m. Why? Because there is clear boundaries around when we work and when it's family time, relaxation, and all that. Let me tell you something. There are 3 R's in business, and they are rest, relaxation, and recreation. And those things are very important. They are pretty much dilly-gaggling in a phrase. I've been reading my Bible every single day this year. We're on day 39, and I'm pretty much done with Exodus. I've been following a Bible recap daily reading plan. It's been pretty awesome. And I've been doing it because, well, I'm a better Christian than the rest of you. Obviously, I'm kidding. If you didn't get the sarcasm in that, well, maybe up your intelligence a bit, buddy. And yes, your intelligence can change. You can become more intelligent. It's been scientifically proven as part of the growth mindset. I used to ship items out when I sold them on Friday. My policy was 1 business day, so I'd ship them on Monday. And I thought about it, God kind of convicted me, and I don't need to be doing that. If something sells on Friday and it's noon or whatever, I will ship the items out that day. I will ship the items out that day. Why? Because I'm going above and beyond for my customer. I'm doing what it takes to serve my customer. It is very important that we view our customers as people that we serve, right? It's an act of service. Another thing, it's getting closer to summertime, and I won't sit back and unwind. No way, you know why? Because I'm going to be hitting yard sales. Yard sales! I'm going to be hitting thrift stores. And I'm going to ease back on the amount of units I get. Instead of getting 4 units a month, which is excessive and a lot of work, and units are pretty inefficient, although they do provide a lot of inventory for a little amount of cost, I'm going to be getting 1 unit a month. It's going to be so hard to get 12 units this year because guess what? I love units! There is really no more joyous experience that I've found in life besides relationships and things like that, but other than getting units. Units are one of the most joy-filled, fun, exciting experiences I've ever had. I love getting storage units, but guess what? I'm not going to be getting them as much because it doesn't make sense financially. It doesn't make sense for my business at this point in time. Could that shift in the future? Absolutely. But for now, I'm not going to be getting as many units. And besides that, everything's pretty much the same. Do all my listings, do it every day, or at least get them all scheduled by Wednesday, and then focus the rest of the week on other, more Donkle-Dinkle related tasks. If you guys didn't know, Donkle-Dinkle is the opposite of Dinkle-Donkelin. Dinkle-Donkelin is getting things done. Donkle-Dinkling is organizational type tasks. It's the boring stuff. And then, of course, dilly-gaggling is chilling, relaxing, resting, taking care of yourself. And on top of getting all my listings done for the week by Wednesday, which usually happens, sometimes I get the listings done on Saturday for the next week. Today, I'm already done with Tuesday, right? Like I just did the listings today, and I'm already done with Tuesday. And I could probably, frankly, be done with the whole week with just the items I have photographed and inventory. So that's what's great about working for yourself. I'm a lot more motivated. I'm a lot more motivated to work for myself than I've ever been to work for anybody else. And frankly, I've never been a good worker because I don't follow directions. I don't do something simply because somebody tells me to do it. There has to be a reason. I have to understand why I'm doing so. That's what separates the lions from the sheep. On top of that, I'm still taking care of myself mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Spiritually by reading my Bible, physically by working out, by walking every day as well, by processing my thoughts, by meditating at night to sit, with my thoughts, and then of course it's just for my focus, right? Mentally, a lot of mental health is focus. So I sit and I meditate and I'm just focusing on the breath, and it'll go away. Like every time it'll go away, but the rep, the flex, right? The rep on your that you're doing, just like you're training your muscles, is to notice that and become aware of that. And that is what builds focus over time. And then most importantly, staying disciplined, writing my schedule out, writing the most important tasks to do on that day and doing them and making this a habit. That builds new neural networks in your brain. That's not rocket science, it's neuroscience. Guys, this has been brought to you by Taylor Family Finds, and most importantly, Taylor Family Store, LLC. Peace.
You sound like Joe Biden.